In our video number 14, we're going to discuss price elasticity of demand, or simply elasticity of demand. Now, in our previous video, we learned contraction and extension in demand, which was due to the own price of the good. And according to the law of demand also, an increase in price would decrease the demand for the commodity, which results in a contraction in demand. And a reduction in price or a fall in price would result in increase in the demand, which results in an expansion in demand. And that is what we learned in our previous video, the movement up and down the demand curve, isn't it? So there is contraction and there is expansion and contraction in the demand curve. And the other factors other than the price of the good resulted in a shift in the demand curve. So there we could understand only a change in the quantity demanded due to a change in the price. But what does elasticity of demand say? Elasticity of demand, which is represented by capital E and small d in some books. They also write small d, small e and capital D. So there are various ways of writing this, but still it means elasticity of demand. It talks about extension and contraction of demand. It also talks about the degree of change in demand in response to change in price. So when there is change in price, there is definitely a change in the demand also, but how much is the change in the demand is what we understand from elasticity of demand. Or elasticity of demand simply explains how much is the contraction or expansion in demand. So here we talk about percentage change in quantity demanded to percentage change in price, right? So why percentages? So we all understand how to, percentage. Suppose you have different subjects and you score different marks. So one test is conducted out of 10, one is conducted out of 15, and the other is conducted out of 20. Then how you compare your marks? You will convert all those marks into percentages and say, yeah, I have done well in this and I need improvement in this, isn't it? So percentage is something that can be used as a common unit to compare values, isn't it? So here elasticity of demand talks about the percentage changes. So it becomes very easy when we have to compare prices or quantity demanded of different types of goods. Therefore, we define it this way. The elasticity of demand is a measurement of percentage change in quantity demanded in response to a given percentage change in own price of the good. So that's the definition for elasticity of demand. Now there are two methods of measuring the elasticity of demand: the percentage method and the geometric method. However, we will be focusing only on the percentage method, and this geometric method we are going to keep it aside for later. Now, how do you calculate percentage? Suppose you get 8 on 10, then what is a percentage of it? You just multiply it with 100, because percent means out of 100. So this would mean that you score 80%. You represent it like this. This is what we learn in our lower classes when we learn how to calculate percentages. So what are we doing here? How much is scored out of the total, and then multiply it with 100, isn't it? So that's how we calculate percentages. Now the same concept we are going to use here to calculate percentages changes in quantity demanded and price. So elasticity of demand or price elasticity of demand is given by a proportionate change in quantity demanded divided by a proportionate change in price. This is what the definition says. Now you must be observing a negative sign over here. The negative sign represents the inverse relationship between the price and the quantity demanded, right? So when you are given a numerical, only the absolute values are to be taken into consideration, and this negative sign is ignored. Now, the proportionate change in quantity demanded by the proportionate change in price gives us the elasticity for demand. Now, if you look at this graph over here, we find the price is P1 and quantity demanded is Q1. When the price is P2, quantity demanded is Q2. So there is a change in price and there is a change in quantity demanded. So proportionate change in demand would mean change in demand by initial demand into 100. So what is a change in demand over here? Let us say we talk about a fall in price, isn't it? So when there is a fall in price P1 to P2, there is an increase in demand from Q1 to Q2, right? So change in demand would be given by Q2 minus Q1, and initial demand would be Q1. Then proportionate change in price will be given by change in price by initial price into 100. Change in price would mean P1 to P2. So final price is P2, so P2 minus P1 will give us change in price by initial price is P1 into 100. Okay, so if you put these values over here, so proportionate change in quantity demanded is given by change in demand by initial demand into 100, which is the numerator. Proportionate change in price is change in price by initial price into 100, which is in the denominator. So if we divide this is the numerator, this is the denominator. So what happens is this 100 go, divided by 100 is 1, so that will go, and you are left with change in demand by initial demand divided by change in price by initial price. So how do we calculate change in demand? Change in demand is final value minus the initial value. So final value is Q2. So we will write Q2, we will write it over here, Q2 minus Q1 divided by initial demand is Q1. So we'll write Q1 over here, right? And the whole thing divided by. Now we are writing change in price. Final price is P2. So P2 minus P1 divided by initial is value of price is P1. So we write P1 over here. Okay. Into 100 we got them cancelled because they make 1, right? So let's say this change in quantity is represented by delta Q by Q1, okay, divided by this P2 minus P1, this is change in price, let us represent it by delta P divided by P, okay. So now since we cannot have a fraction on the numerator and the denominator, we rearrange it and bring it up here. So it becomes delta Q by Q1, this remains the same, into, now you have a reciprocal of it. So this becomes P1 by delta P. So you rearrange again and then you get delta Q by, this delta P comes here, delta P into P1 by Q1. So this is our elasticity for demand. So ED is equal to delta Q by delta P into P1 by Q1 with a negative sign, because negative sign tells us the inverse relationship between quantity and price. Okay. Now, this delta P, what change in price we are talking about, is shown by this, which is parallel to this. So this will be our delta P. And this change in quantity, this part is parallel to this and equal to this. So this will be delta Q. And this delta Q by delta P by delta Q gives us this slope. So this is delta P by delta Q. All right. Let's try to solve a numerical to calculate price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand for a good is minus 0.4. If its price increases by 5%, by what percentage will its demand fall? Calculate. So here clearly he is telling us price is increasing, and by what percentage will its demand fall? So when price is increasing, demand is falling. Calculate. So let's say price elasticity of demand ED is equal to minus 0.4. This is given to us. Now what is ED equal to? ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded. I am writing in short. Percentage change in price, isn't it? Now what we have to calculate is, we are given price is increasing by 5%. So we are given delta P, percentage change in price, and we have to calculate percentage change in quantity demanded. So we will rearrange it. We know ED is equal to 0.4, and percentage change in price is also given to us as 5%. We'll put these values over here. So ED is equal to minus 0.4 is equal to percentage change in quantity divided by this is given as 5%. Okay, so that implies percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to, just multiply, minus 0.4 into 5%. So that gives us how much? Minus 2%. 5 fours are 20. So it is 2%. Now this is a negative sign over here, which shows there is a fall in demand. So here we will write quantity demanded falls by 2%. That will be our solution. Let's solve another problem in which we have to calculate price elasticity of demand. Now, due to a 10% fall in price of a commodity, its quantity demanded rises from 400 units to 450 units. Calculate its price elasticity of demand. So, we know by formula ED is equal to, which is price elasticity of demand, we have percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price, isn't it? Now, let's write down what we are given. We are given 10% fall in price. So, that means percentage change in price is equal to 10%. We have to calculate ED. Now, what is the percentage change in quantity demanded? That is not given to us. But by formula, we know percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to, what is that? Delta Q. That is change in quantity by initial quantity into 100. Okay, what is the change in quantity? 400 to 450. So, we will write final is 450 minus 400 divided by initial is 400 from 400. So, initial is 400 into 100. So, when you solve this, you get 50 by 400 into 100. So, this goes and you get 50 by 4, which is equal to 12.5%. So, you can calculate it and see this is 12.5%. Now, we have percentage change in quantity demanded also. I will put these values over here to find ED, which is price elasticity of demand. Percentage change in quantity, we just now found out 12.5% divided by percentage change in price. We know it from the question. It is 10%. So the decimal shifts and you get 1.25. Right? So elasticity of demand is 1.25. That's it. Here we shall solve one more problem before we close. Suppose the price of ice cream is rupees 4 per cup and demand is for 1 cup. If the price falls to rupees 2 per cup, demand increases to 4 cups. Then find ED. Here let's first write down what we are given. We are given price of the ice cream cup, which is equal to rupees 4. Now there is a change in, what is the quantity demanded? Quantity demanded is equal to 1. Now when the price falls, so this is P1 is equal to rupees 2, then quantity demanded Q1 is equal to 4 cups. Okay, now we have to calculate ED. Now, how do we calculate percentage change in quantity demanded? We want this because ED is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price, isn't it? So, we will first calculate this. Then we will find out the value for ED. Now, percentage change in quantity demanded is equal to Q1 minus Q by Q into 100, isn't it? So, Q1 is 4 minus 1, 1 is the quantity, by 1 into 100. So, this is equal to 300. Okay. Now, percentage change in price is equal to delta P, which is equal to P1 minus P divided by P into 100. So, this will be, what is P1 minus P? P1 is given as 2. 2 minus 4 by 2 into 100. So, this will give us 2 by 2 into 100 equal to 100. Oh, since they are multiples of 100, we can just write it as 3 and this we can write it as 1. Okay, so these are the two values we have. And now we will calculate this ED. This ED or elasticity of demand is also given by minus P by Q, remember the other formula, into delta Q by delta P. Now let's put the values. Minus P is how much? P we found out to be 4 by Q is 1 into delta P we found as 3 by delta Q is delta P is 1. Okay, so this will give us delta P is here 4 minus 2 na, so this will be minus 2, so 2. Okay, so this minus minus goes and you will get 2 goes for 2 here, 2 into 3 is 6, so ED is 6. That's how you calculate price elasticity of demand.